Hello everyone and welcome back to Soren Review. And today we're going to be doing a race review of the Yellowwood 500 from Talladega Super Speedway. What a interesting race. 117 of the 188 laps completed. Now, this race was the final Talladega race for the Gen 6 cars, kind of like a send-off race. And it wouldn't be a Gen 6 Super Speedway race without some rain. I think it was actually kind of fitting that we had rain on the final Gen 6 Super Speedway race. But this was a send off of an era of plate racing. I really do believe it. CLT, Gen 4, we had that racing. CLTs, kind of the end of their, unique racing. Gen 6, end of their unique Super Speedway racing. However, it was pushed back to Monday. 117 of the 188 laps were complete. And the winner was Bubba Wallace. Yes, Bubba Wallace got his first career win, first win for 2311 Racing. And how much more fitting could it be than at his home track in Alabama and at a track that he's consistently done well at? Now, I want to talk, before we talk about the finishers, I want to talk about this race. Now, I actually could only watch the first 40 laps live, and I had to record the rest of the race. However, the racing was very aggressive, and you could tell that throughout the whole race. We had a comp caution, right? And our first major incident of the day was about with five, I think, five to go in stage one. Now, up to that point, the racing was very aggressive. I would say Ford had the dominant cars. It was very tight, and with about 4 laps to go, Justin Allgaier, who was running in the middle lane towards kind of the middle to the back of the pack, got churned by William Byron. Bad push in the tri-oval, got churned and kind of hit Kyle Larson's door, kind of smushed him against the wall. Chase Briscoe was also involved. That took out Justin Allgaier. Kyle Larson had major damage. Larson actually came home 37th. He was still running, but 4 laps down. Justin Allgaier finished 40th. And Chase Briscoe actually did recover from all that damage, surprisingly, and came back to actually finish 14th. So Chase Briscoe didn't actually suffer that bad despite the damage. We then restarted the stage. The stage which was actually won by Chris Buescher, who was up front for a good portion of the race. I would say one of the leaders, one of the actually really one of the fastest cars I think of the day, believe it or not. We restarted, had a debris caution again due to Kyle Larson, hit the wall, really cemented his day, and then with about coming to the wasn't really coming to the end. It was about 15 laps to go, I think, with the end of stage two. Uh, Alex Bowman got churned. He was leading the outside line. A bad push from Elliott and Stenhouse kind of churned Bowman, collected Reddick, Chastain, some other cars spun like Truex, Kyle Busch, BJ McLeod, Josh Bilicki, a few others, but really the main cars were Reddick, Chastain, Bowman, all out of that after that race, or after that wreck. Uh, we restarted. Rain was a threat, from what I heard. The rain was really bad. Uh, they so bad that they were like, the rain's gonna come before the end of the stage. Things were getting really dicey, and so coming to the end of the stage with about 3 to go, Ryan Preece, who I think was second on the outside, got churned, collected William Byron and Matt DiBenedetto. That ultimately ended the race because the rain came, and that allowed for none other than Bubba Wallace to win. So let's talk about your top finishers. Bubba Wallace. I'm happy for Bubba Wallace. I think that it's a well-deserved win, especially towards the end of the race. There was a point where Keselowski and Logano had a big head of steam, big momentum, and Bubba Wallace was able to successfully block that and kind of I think a lap later the wreck happened. So I think, to be honest with you, that was the winning move for Bubba Wallace. It's a great big win for Bubba Wallace. It's only his sixth top five. It's actually his only top five at Talladega, believe it or not. However, I think this is the right direction for Bubba Wallace. I was a bit worried after this season. I think for the team, they were a bit lost, to be honest with you. This really, I hope, is going to get this team into the right track, especially with Kurt Busch joining next year. It was also 23XI's, of course, first win. So happy to see that team do well. Brad Keselowski finishes second, along with his teammate Logano. Both ran pretty well. Penske was very fast. Kurt Busch, fourth. Kind of surprising for a super speedway race, but still nonetheless a good finish. Christopher Bell rounds out the top five. Bell and Hamlin were both very fast on the bottom. Hamlin finishes seventh. Chris Buescher, sixth. That's a good run for him. Harvick, eighth. And Eric Jones, ninth. That's his sixth, I think, top 2 or fifth top 10 of the season. So good for Eric Jones. And Anthony Alfredo rounds out the top 10. That is his first top 10 of the season. His only top 15s, I think, this season come at both at Talladega. So good for Alfredo. Only other noticeable finisher that for a plate race, Quinn Houff finishes 19th. I want to also shout out Cody Ware. They were very fast up in the top 10 during green flag laps, just running fast. So great job for Cody Ware. Too bad they couldn't capitalize, finished 28th. Definitely deserved better than that. As for the actual racing product, I thought it was good. I'm really upset that they had to end it. I do believe that we would have had a really good finish, at the end of it. But what are you going to do about it? Not much you can do. With the rain, again, happy for Bubba Wallace. Overall, I think a good send off for the Gen 6 car. Just didn't end how I wanted it to. I think didn't end for a lot of people. But again, good for Bubba Wallace. All new winners this weekend. First time ever at Talladega that's ever happened. Tate Fogelman, Brandon Brown, Bubba Wallace, all good jobs for those drivers. But that's going to do it for this review video. Remember, you can use code Soren at 72 to get free shipping on all orders, $20 or more when you order from Circle B Diecast. That's code Soren72. Also, follow me on Twitter if you want at Review Soren. Also, make sure to go support YBR in his remonetization of his channel after it was unfairly taken away. So go check out YBR on YouTube and help support his cause to remonetize his YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and goodbye.